For those of you lucky enough to be at the black action, we'll show you the minimum black action you can get. All right. So one blackjack on a table is not the best way to bet, but it'll pay you $116, okay? Each of these, if either the 6 or the 8 hits, it'll pay you $116. The correct bet to play on a $100 table or at $100 place bets is really to go to 120. 120 on the 6 and 8 is like betting 100 each on a 5 and 9, and this is 440 inside, 640 across, or 540 across, or 520 across. This is sort of the bets you have in play, okay? In terms of place, or in terms of going across, okay. But if you really wanted to keep it at just $100 units, the way to go on the 6 and 8 is really 102, okay? That's the closest to being the correct bet. And here, you're gonna get paid $119 for each of these 6s and 8s. Let me get rid of the 5 and 9s because they're not there yet. All right, so $102 each on the 6 and 8 are gonna pay $119, okay, $119, and you could always just go to 120, just like this, boom, take $101 change, dealer would convert this, okay. All right, so for our purposes, because we don't wanna do $102 units, I mean, that's just not the way to go. We're gonna do 120 each on the 6 and 8, and we're going to start with this one, but then we're going to go right to 150s each on the 6 and 8, because that, believe it or not, is the more standard bet. It looks like this, and we'll get to that in a minute, okay? All right, so 120 on the 6 is going to pay $140 if either of these hits, okay? So one option is to go up a unit. 120 plus 30, you're at $30 green units, is to go to $150, okay? And for that, let's do 150 for 10. 150 for 10, and that would take us to $150, all right? And you would get $110 change. All right, so the next hit is gonna pay $175. $150 6 is gonna pay you $175. And now, if you wanna go up another unit, 150 plus 30 is 180. Just throw in a nickel for the dealer, say, take me to 180, and look at that, we got the 180 right there, and we get 150 or 145 change if we don't have the nickel, okay? And of course, 180 on the 6 is gonna pay us 210, which, by the way, is the correct bet. We can go to 210, and 210 going up a unit is gonna be $240. And so here, this one pays $245, and if we want to go to 240, we're going to get $215 back, and there you go, a little genius pressing right there. Okay, but let's scroll it back to our 120 real quick and see what other options we have to work with. So a straight press is going to go to $240. You're going to get $20 change, and now you're at $240. A $240 6 is like a $24 6, and it pays, you got it, $280, because 24 pays 28, 240 pays 280, okay? Simple. All right, now let's go back to our 120 and play around with some other options, okay? All right. So what's the power press for this one? Well, the power press for this one is, watch this. We're gonna go 150 for 10, right? And we got a lot of options, okay? We can go to 260 is not good. What we wanna do is we wanna throw in $10 and go to $270. 270, why do we do 270? Because if you're at $100 units, you can sure afford to throw in 10. And 10 is gonna pay, wait for it, it's $315. Whoops, I got a little dirty check. It pays $315. There's a lot of dealers out there who are hesitant, they weren't sure, you don't see this bet a lot. But for some reason, the 210 and 270 always throws a lot of dealers. Same thing with 75, by the way, it's 750. These are a lot of the units dealers get lost on. But here we go, we're at $315. And then from here, we have quite literally a lot of ways to go, okay? So if we're getting 315 here and we're still wanting to power press, let's say hit collect, and then we want to power press, look at this. Here's 500, okay? Here's 50, 85. Guess what we can do now? We could throw in $15, that's it, $15, and go all the way to 600 in a few easy, simple moves, okay? Just like that, boom, and you're there, collecting purple payoffs. All right, let's scroll this back a little bit. We don't want to give away all the secrets in one session, but there's that. Okay, ready? Let's go press them both. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So here we go. We have 120 each in the 6 and 8. Okay. Again, let's do 150 for 10. We want to press them both up. Okay. So we need 30 here and 30 here. We need $60 to press them both up. So my recommendation is you got a 150 for 10. You throw in $10 to make it easy on the dealer. Okay. That way you can take this $100 change and the dealer can do this. Boom, 150 each. Now you're at 150 each. So you're at 150 each. Now you're at 175. Now here's where it gets a little tricky because now the dealer's gonna have to whip out their calculator, work out some math in their head, but let's assume you got a real pro. You can throw in $5, that makes this 180, which means that they're now gonna go up $90 each. Okay, $90 each, which means they both go to, you got it, 240. 240 for those paying attention at home. That 180 is gonna put both these bets at $240. This is for all the marbles. There's gonna be a quiz later. Okay, now we're at 240 each. Either one of these is gonna pay $280. Okay, $280, and here's the thing, okay? This is where it's going to get a little weird as far as the power pressing is, okay? At this point, you may just want to press them up $30 each, or for that, just go ahead and give your dealer $60, just like that. Throw in a nickel, put those greens, collect this $225 here, and move on with your life. And that means this $240 is going to go to $270 each, which we saw earlier, pays $315. However, if we're in the power pressing, binge pressing mode, we're going to make it interesting. And to make it interesting, guess what we're going to do? We have $280 there. You guessed it. We're going to throw in 20 bucks. Now we have $300 in action, and we can go up $150 each. And now look what we have. We should have $390. $390. And anyone asking what that pays, it should pay